Hello everybody, this is Hollywood Joe from Hollywood's World of Sports, coming to you tonight with a very, very controversial, sensitive, and touchy subject. A little over a week ago, NBA basketball player Jason Collins came out, as they say, and pretty much told the whole world he was gay. Now, I didn't want to do a video right away because I wanted to take my time and think about, process of everything, because there's a lot of people that had reactions right away in the sports media that had some, very, very negative things to say about Jason Collins. I don't know much about Jason's career. I'm not going to say he's a superstar because he's not. But for everything I've heard about the person, has been very positive, very good role model, and a very good leader. My issue, and it kind of started with ESPN analyst Chris Broussard, who was quoting all this stuff from the Bible about how Jason Collins is a sinner and everything under the sun, pretty much damning him, as they would say. But I'm going to go out and I'm going to say this right now. I am a Christian man. I've been in a Christian community all my life. There's things that have happened to me in my life that make me a firm believer in Jesus Christ. But under no circumstances, because I'm a Christian, does that give me a right to judge? I'm a Christian because it's God's place to judge. We are supposed to follow God's rules, God's judgments, God's laws, as they would say. People say homosexuality is a sin. But what about the 10 Commandments? People kill, people steal, people cheat on their wives and husbands every day, and they're not in the spotlight. We're not condemning them. But that's just one view you can look at. I'm not judging those people, but I'm saying that is one point of view you can look at it from. People use the Bible as their own personal I don't even know how to describe it. They use it for their own personal benefit when they're attacking somebody by using their own interpretation. There's nobody out there that could really, if you think about it, not even a scholar could interpret the Bible, because he didn't write it. He wasn't with Jesus when Jesus, walked on this earth and died on the cross for our sins. And I know you probably thinking by watching this video this has nothing to do with sports, but it has a lot to do with sports and just society in general, because sports is a huge part of our society and who we are as Americans, who we are as a people in the world. I mean, there's sports all over the place in the world. So that's why I look at this topic and tell you it's controversial, tell you it's sensitive in every sense of the word. Now, am I going to come here and tell you that I hate gays? No, because I don't. That is their choice. That is their freedom that they have living in this country, to have that choice. Just like it's somebody's freedom if they want to be a Buddhist or Muslim or Jew or whatever it may be. It is no different, because it's a lifestyle. It really is. That's all it is. It's a lifestyle. Granted, yes, there is the sexuality involved, but it's still a lifestyle. People say, well, you have a choice. Sometimes you don't. There's real life cases out there where, a female is born with too much testosterone, or a male is born with, too many hormones. There's bisexuals, all that type of stuff. So, the media wants to criticize one man for coming out. But that one man, one of two things is going to happen. He's going to be a martyr, or people are going to look at him and say, hey, if he has the courage to come out, we should have the courage to come out. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you Jason Collins is right. I'm not going to sit here and tell you Jason Collins is wrong, because that is not my position. I will not judge Jason Collins, and neither should anybody else. There's one, and I know I said this, that the Bible can be misinterpreted, but there's one line in the Bible that's pretty freaking easy to understand. And Jesus said it in the Bible, and I'm sorry if I'm not remembering verses, but it's just not my thing. Remember, Jesus said one time, he who is without sin, cast the first stone. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? None of us on this planet can cast that first stone, because all of us have sinned, all of us have done wrongdoings in our lives, all of us have some deep, dark secrets that we keep. So it's not right for us to persecute Jason Collins, or anybody else for that matter. People think, just because you're in love with somebody from the same sex, it's wrong. Love is love, okay? Maybe it's not what God intended it to be, I don't know. But love is love. And my question is why are we telling people that it's wrong to love somebody? It shouldn't matter if it's a man or a woman. It shouldn't matter. People are going to probably hate me for saying this. There are worse things in the world than an African American basketball player coming out and saying that he is gay. There are much worse things in this world, especially in this country, that we should be worried about. Our economy is things that we should be worried about. The stupid politicians we got in office are things we should be worried about. There are more things to focus on in the sports media than this one man. Yeah, he's going to get a lot of attention next year. I get that. But why make it into a negative thing? Why make it into something that it shouldn't be? Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and judge Jason Collins, because I don't know what goes through his mind. I don't know what goes through his body. I remember, just a week or so ago, a few people came up to me and said, Joe, you should, go and do a video and trash Jason Collins for his decisions. No. I didn't want to talk about the subject matter, but a lot of people have been asking me to get my viewpoints as a sports guy and as a Christian. And guess what? This is my viewpoint. I'm not judging the man. I'm not going to condemn him. I'm not going to say he's wrong or he's right. I'm not going to sit there and focus all my negative energy or negative feelings on this man, because there's no reason to. He's a human being just like the rest of us. And I'll be damned if I'm going to attack somebody for my own personal gain, for more viewers or more readers or, more publicity. I'm not going to sit here and attack, somebody for their life choices. And, so I think sometimes people forget that athletes are human beings too. Yes, they're overpaid. Yes, they're spoiled. Yes, They don't work hard like the average American does, but that does not give us a right to condemn them, to judge them, to persecute them, or humiliate them. We can cheer for them, we can boo for them, but in the end, when it comes to what is right and what is wrong, that is God's decision. Not mine, not yours, not your neighbor next door, not, your teammates in the locker room, nothing. It's nobody's judgment except God's. So if you're disappointed that I didn't sit here and trash Jason Collins, the person, I'm sorry. But I could really give a shit less if people aren't accepting of this man. Not my problem. Now, it shouldn't be anybody in the sports media's problem if people don't accept this man. That, to me, if his teammates don't want to accept him, that's on them. If the fans of the Washington Wizards, I think that's who he's playing for now, doesn't want to accept him, that's their problem. Shouldn't be his problem. Him, Jason Collins, and this is the final thing I'm going to say about it, Jason Collins coming out, as a homosexual does not change the person he is. It just has educated on how his lifestyle is. And like I said, I will not judge Jason Collins, and neither should you. This is Hollywood Joe again from Hollywood's World of Sports, remembering controversy doesn't come without criticism, and we are your source for all things sports. Good night, and God bless.